Welcome. Good evening, family. I'm KG Kris Gardner, owner of the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. Rocket fans, let's get right into it. First, let me say this. I am not a baseball fan. I'm not an Astros fan. I just checked my phone and saw that the Astros and Mariners are still playing in like the 17th inning. So if there are some Rocket fans who are Astros fans and you're watching that, I understand. It's okay. So that's all right. We'll do this again in a few days. So no worries if you want to try to put your hands on the TV, radio, whatever, and bring the Astros home for victory in Game 3, move on to the ALCS, by all means, do that. No problem. But Rocket fans who are just Rocket fans, let's talk some Rockets. Give me your thoughts on the Rockets closing out the preseason with a 122-114 Friday night win over the Pacers. Sam, that's a new name. What's up? How are you doing? So let's get into it. Give me your thoughts and pull up the box score. Front runner, another name. I haven't seen that in a while. How are you? Good to see you. I'm going to go into the clip in a second. My slide, I have a little professor moments. But Jalen Green, Friday night, 33 points, 10 for 15 from the floor, 4 for 7 from 3, a perfect 9 for 9 from the foul line, 3 assists, only 1 turnover. The starters only had 7 turnovers. Rockets as a team had 17 turnovers, and 6 of those, 3 each from Josh Christopher and Usman Garuba off the bench. KPJ, 22 points, 8 for 14 from the floor, 5 for 6 from 3. So Scoot and Jalen Green combined to go 9 for 13 from 3. I feel safe in saying the Rockets will win a lot of games if they do that. What are your thoughts on that, Brandon? Mr. 33 wins, how are you doing? How are you, sir? BJ, how are you? Solo Dilo, how are you? Just give me your thoughts. No, you know what? Tony M, thank you. All my dedicated people and a few new ones as well. Thank you for your comments. I'm going to just toss this out there pretty much right off the bat. In case you hadn't seen it, I'm pretty sure Rockets Twitter, Rocket Spaces with Jackson, etc. Henry, how are you? Let's do this. Did y'all see this? This anonymous scout summary of the Rockets. The Rockets are going to stink again. Their spacing was horrendous last season. I think we kind of know why that was. He's gone. Their willingness to pass was terrible. Ditto. Their defense stunk. Ditto. Jabari Smith Jr. can help defensively right away. We all know that. We all agree with that. On offense, he has a high release that makes his shot impossible to get to. If he starts making them, he could surprise people early. If I were them, I'd get Kevin Porter Jr. out of there and say, hey, Jalen Green and Smith, we're going to roll with you guys. Hey, Steven Silas, your job as coach is to make those 2 guys better. Then we're going to get a top 5 pick again next year. And then we're going to say, these are our 3 guys. What do y'all think of that? And first, shout out to my man, Adam Spolane, Spo. I call him Spo. He was the first person to bring it up and post it on Twitter. And I found it in an article in Sports Illustrated, just some anonymous NBA scout. You know, those anonymous folks, they can talk real tough. Anonymous folks. But why do folks hate on KPJ so much? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But the first part of the statement, their spacing was horrendous last season. Their willingness to pass was terrible. Their defense stuck. I would argue, and I think some of y'all would too, that sounds like Christian Wood to me. Part of that. And he ain't here. He's in Dallas. He's a Mavericks problem, the Mavericks issue. Well, if he's gone, those issues right there should not be a big problem this year. Just my thought on that. What do y'all think about that? So, and maybe he didn't see or hear the new KPJ, the KPJ who's at peace with himself this season, who's found happiness in his life. He's content with life. He's ready to be a good teammate, a good player, a lot of positives. He's matured. I don't know. Okay. I guess the hate is real. Just another example, real quick. Swaggy D, how are you? Thank you as well for chiming in. As everybody in H-Town says and believes, H-Town versus everybody. Once again, I don't know who that scout is. I have not talked to that scout. I know some scouts, so maybe this season when I see a few of them at some of the Rocket games, home games, I'll get a chance to pick brains and see if if I'll get a feel for who that person was. But man, okay. So let's go through some of it. Scoot's going to do fine. I'm expecting him to have a great season this year. I think it'll be a breakout season for him. I think more and more it seems like he and the Rockets will not reach an agreement on an extension right now. They'll just wait till the next summer to get it done. But man, okay. All right. Anyway, and David Wynn on this team, the Rockets don't have anybody to replace KPJ. Jason Nix, not ready. Ty, not ready. So, and it's still scoreless, 0-0. Okay, I knew it was 17 innings. I didn't realize it was still zip. Whew, damn, that's why I couldn't watch baseball, man. I'm sorry. But anyway, I digress. Thank you for that update, Deverick. But man, so yeah, probably so. Well, Tony M, 4 times I beat somebody in the Western Conference, the worst bad team. Who would that be, Tony? Spurs? But if it's a Spurs scout, shame on him. He just focus on your own team. But Brandon, well put. I think KPJ is more poised. I think he's maturing. He's growing up as a person as well as a player. The season still has to play out, and we'll see all those things. But boy, that hate on KPJ was kind of strong there. But anyway, and one more thing, we all saw it. You saw it, and give me your thoughts on this, fans, family. Did y'all watch the game, last night's game, on the app or on Rockets.com? Except for the halftime score staying the same on the app. I like the app better than Rockets.com. So what are your thoughts on that? What did y'all prefer if you saw the game? Rockets.com or the Rockets app? So, interesting like that. But Eric Gordon started last night. Let me see. Brandon said he watched it through a streaming service. Okay, sir. All right. But for the most part, LP was 4 for 9. Everybody else in the starting lineup shot 50% or better. Eric Gordon, 4 for 8. KJ Martin, 4 for 8. Both of them were 2 for 5 from 3. LP, 4 for 9, but 2 for 2 from 3. Man, the Rocket starters made 15 of the team's 18 3-pointers. Yeah, they can win a lot of games like that this year. Saw a game on playback. All right. Jason Nix needs to go. I saw him. We can talk about this a little bit too. It didn't get into the injury part of it on the box score, on the NBA box score. Let's see it. No stat. Oh, here we go. Of course, Willie Cauley-Stein's going to the G League. Jason Nix. I'm beginning to wonder about what my colleague Jonathan Fagan said somewhere in the past about Jason Nix's long-term potential with the Rockets. If Ty is a point guard, a better point guard than Jason Nix, a different point guard than Jason Nix, in my opinion. If Ty continues to improve, where's Jason going to play? I don't see it. And I still prefer, y'all know it, I still prefer Eric Gordon to lead the second unit. That's what I prefer. But I'm not the coach, as y'all know. That's why we're talking on this live stream show. So, Ulim, how are you? Thank you for chiming in. Jamon, how are you? Ty, that floater, that's his money shot. I saw that Jared Butler got let go. That surprised me. Utah needs young talent. I mean, really, I don't know. But you don't see the benefit of Bruno Fernando, his ability to set good screens, good solid screens, and roll to the basket and be a lob threat and be a big body on defense and be a defensive force, a physical presence on defense. So that's what the Rockets see. That's what I see. I saw it last year, and that's what the Rockets finally see so far here. He's got to do a better job and not pick up silly fouls. He's got to do a better job catching those tough passes in the paint. I agree with that. So he has room for improvement. KD said, I hadn't thought about that. Ty looked like Snoop from The Wire. Well, I hadn't thought about that at all. Okay, that's a new one. And I think this is more also, Bruno, he's just a different talent than LP. But let's also talk about the Rockets reportedly. I don't think it's been official. I haven't got an email about it. That going to waive Derek Favors and keep Boban. Now I can't see. Yeah, you got him ahead now. But they're going to keep Boban, as I kind of assumed and thought it. Boban is just one of those teammates. He's just one of those great teammates. He's great in the locker room. He knows Coach Silas. They got a good relationship, working relationship. He just fits. He finds a way to fit. He finds a way to survive. Yes, it's a different era. Big man, Boban be better in 80s. I know all that. Yeah, I know. But Boban, you saw the clip. I think Jonathan Fagan posted it with Boban being the height for Jalen Green after practice to shoot over, to work on more arc on his jumper. Little things like that Boban does. He just does things that teammates appreciate. And hey, he's a survivor. So, he's a survivor and the fans love him. Teammates love him. Coaching staff love him. All those good things, And he's not going to play a lot. Oh, Draymond. All right. So they're on the 18th inning. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Draymond. Who's left to pitch? I mean, man, 18 innings. Boy. All right. Well, hell, if the Astros win today, it won't matter. So, but Boban is just one of those great dudes. He was a fan favorite and good teammate in Detroit, Clippers, Mavs, wherever he goes, he's just a fan favorite, So, and Willie Cauley-Stein saw Willie. He was, when was that at practice? Wednesday. He was at practice Wednesday. Caught the end of that. He was there. We didn't see much, obviously, because the practice was basically over. But he was there, and so he'll be in the G League, get himself together, get in shape. And hopefully get it together and then be brought up to be a part of the Rockets' big man core going at some point this season. Okay, let me see. Let me pull up the box score again. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Tarison, 9-6 in 21 minutes, was a plus 11. Garrison Matthews, I think Garrison was sick, right? Had an illness. I think that was right. I think I saw that. And of course, Jabari and Deshaun, ankle tweaks here and there. So they didn't play either. But let's get into it. The season starts on Wednesday. Rockets got a hell of a start to the NBA regular season. So let's talk about the Rockets' first 3 games next week. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Wednesday, season opener on the road. Part of that 10 of 13 on the road to start the season. So, oh yeah, Ty. I like Ty. I believe in Ty long term. So, and I think shifting gears 1 second, going back to Derek Favors. The fact the Rockets are waiving Derek Favors rather than trade for him, it tells me they didn't find trade value they wanted in return. So they just said, Derek, thank you and good luck. And he'll probably land with a team, I won't say soon, but he'll be playing ball this season. But yeah, Rockets, game 1 on the road in Atlanta, in the ATL. What say you? Give me predictions. Give me predictions, and I'm going to do a poll. I'll put the poll up tomorrow on the YouTube channel in the community tab. Do predictions and make predictions for the first. I might do it all season. Win, losses, maybe do a range or whatever on that. But what do y'all think? Game 1 of the season, Rockets on the road in Atlanta versus the Hawks. Will the Rockets win, start the season 1-0, or start the season 0-1? Wow, that's no future for the next 5 to 10 years. Well, that's a legit, honest assessment of the Lakers. A lot of W's here. Really? I got the 6. Swaggy's the only one. Okay. We got J-Mon, loss. Ulim W, Swaggy D, L. So 2, and then the rest W's. Huh. Why? Tell me why. Todd. Justin, yeah. I did, again, 9 o'clock. I'm going to watch a fight, boxing match in a few minutes. So start a little early. That's all. And side note, Rockets Hawks. Rockets on the road. There won't be a post-game show on my channel Wednesday because what time do I land? Most likely not, because I don't get back from Kansas City until probably right at the end of the game. So no post-game on Wednesday here. Other place for post-game comments and shows, But it ain't here. I'm going to do it differently. Y'all know that. Friday, home game against Ja and the Grizz. So won't be a post-game there because I'll be at the game. And if I did a post-game show, it'd be very late because I don't game at 7. I'm going to leave Toyota Center until like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, maybe. So who knows? But next Saturday, this works out perfectly. Rockets on the road against the Bucks. There will be a Let's Talk Houston Rockets show next Saturday. It'll be a post-game show because we're going to comment about what we just saw between the Rockets and the Bucks. So I'm going to get into that, get a few more post-game shows this season after Rocket road games. Mix up a little bit. We'll talk about the game, what we saw. So we're going to have fun this season. All right, so just tune in with that. So Osvaldo, how are you? Welcome. So, but yeah, let's do this. Let's see. Caleb, how are you? Thank you very much. Yeah, Swaggy lost to the Miami backups. Yeah, I know. Preseason. It is what it is, over now. The games count for real. Starting on Wednesday. So that's the only thing to worry about. But Rockets' first 3 games of the season. First one at the Hawks. Second one, home versus the Grizz, Friday. Then Saturday in Milwaukee. So give me your prediction for those 3. 0-3, 1-2, 2-1, and I'll be stunned if any of y'all think 3-0. Okay, 3-0. Y'all need to share what y'all are smoking. So if y'all think 3-0. Rocket fan or not, diehard or not, a 3-0 start. That 3-0 start, man, I don't know about that. But so 1-2. Swaggy D says 0-3. Right now, I'm leaning that way, and I think the Rockets will play well. They could play well in all 3 games and still lose all 3 games. It could. So got some 2-1s. JB Johnson says 2-1. Who's the loss to? The Bucks, JB? That'll be going. The one loss being against the Bucks. Derek, you're saying 1-2. And what's your win against the The Hawks, who'd you pick? What was your prediction there in the first game? I think you had a beating the Hawks, right? Yeah. Okay. So losing next two. So okay. So Bucks. Yep. I could. Yeah. I'm expecting 1-2. I wouldn't be shocked if it's 0-3, but 1-2, and I still, it won't be a gloom and doom scenario if that happens to start the season, But hey, the Rockets will be better this season than last season. We all agree on that. Rockets are young, a lot of them, except Eric Gordon, still making mistakes. And the Bucks, I think the Bucks are the team to beat in the East. I think they're going to come out and try to prove a point to youngsters and teams that they are better than, and put it to the Rockets on next Saturday. So yeah, nobody's picking 3-0, and that's fair. Like I said, I think all of us would be shocked if the Rockets, especially on a back-to-back, go into Milwaukee next Saturday and beat the Bucks. I haven't picked. No, Brandon. I'm not going Boston team to beat in the East. Nope. Maybe number 2, but nope. So, but at some point, missing their head coach is going to matter. At some point, talking about the Boston Celtics. But I haven't looked at the schedule. I'm not sure if the Bucks play next Friday. So I'm not sure if they're going to be doing on back-to-back either. Y'all can let me know if you check. I could check too. Whoever's first. I think Usman will stay on the main squad. Yes. I mean, right now, who would beat him out up front? I mean, Boban is not going to play a lot. He's on the team to keep everybody chill. So he's not going to play a lot. So yeah, I think Us is going to play now. As long as Bruno does not get in foul trouble early and often in his minutes, Us may not get a lot of time. It'll be kind of interesting to see if how much we'll see an Us-Fernando tandem together on the court. I'm kind of curious to see what they'll do. Oh, Yugi, let me go back to Solo's question real quick. Yugi, I'll come to you in a second on your question. Will everybody be healthy? We might. Well, I missed it. I forgot to send in my request for tomorrow. Oh, well, I'll be there Monday. No problem. I got other stuff to do tomorrow anyway. I think Jason in his back, I'm not sure about. But ankles with Jabari and Jason, if the games counted, they would play. So Wednesday, the first game of the regular season, I think they will play, assuming their conditioning is good to go and they're good to go. Yes, they'll play. And then other setbacks, we'll see. But I think they're going to be good to go for the most part. I think most of the core guys are playing Wednesday. Darius Days, I'm not expecting him to get a lot of time here. No. So we'll see. He's going more G League. And let me go to the snacks question first. But KJ Martin has played well. He's taken advantage of the minutes he's got. He's taken advantage of injuries to his teammates. And I think he should be the starting small forward and bring Eric Gordon off the bench. I think that. Not going to happen, but that's what I think. Snacks to the media. It's a random question. Halftime is usually popcorn. Popcorn and maybe dessert. Maybe it's something like a brownie here and there, brownies or a cookie, oatmeal cookie, something like that. But usually the mainstay is popcorn. Just run-of-the-mill popcorn, not Cheeto flavor popcorn, jalapeno, none of that. Just popcorn. Okay. Nice, big size, big tub of popcorn. And we just get ours at halftime. And that's what it is. Before games, media meals is different vendor this year. So menu varies. And if you want to pay for it, we pay for it. So $10, $10 get you salad, meat entree, vegetable, dessert, all that kind of stuff for $10. So, and then sometimes every so often lately in preseason, even had hot dogs as part of either the pregame offering or halftime, which is kind of new. So, well, KDC, I don't know. The first game for preseason, it was not up to par for what I was told. I didn't get there in time to do it because I did the show, Folks Talking Sports show, but it wasn't up to par according to some of my colleagues. So we shall see. New folks, every so often I'll shell out the money to get it. For the most part, food has been good in the past. So we'll see if they step up their game this season. And you step up their game with remodeling the restrooms and other things like that. But yeah, so we shall see. Oh, no, Justin, we don't whine. No. No. I think, no. Oh, man. All right, I'm going back. I'm going to bring you guys with me back in time. Okay, back in time. Going back probably to, I don't think it was early Toyota Center. So this is before Toyota Center. Back in the day, man, I had a connection, a colleague, we'd get some beer. Well, me and him get beer. He'd bring some, whatever. We'd hang around post-game, pop open 1 or 2 beers. Back in the day, oh yeah, back in the day, that was fun. We never had wine. Never had wine, except maybe for the New Year's Eve home game. Maybe. But yes, the Summit back in the day had a few beers. And think about it. Early Toyota Center. Yeah, early Toyota Center. Early. Yeah, had a few beers there too. And I'm going to tell y'all a secret. This is between me and y'all family, so don't tell nobody. Shh. There are some NBA opponents who come to town who have their meals catered. So they're brought to their locker room. Pre-game meal, post-game meal. Randomly, if they do not finish all of their meals, it's been known, I'm just saying, it has been known that a few of us in the media who hang around for post-game write-ups and stuff like that, to get some of the grub that the opponents don't eat. Just saying, it has been known. I might be one of those who've partaken in a meal or two like that. I'm just tossing out there, could be. Maybe I was there, maybe I wasn't. I'm not really sure. It has been known. And one team who has very good taste in food, very good taste, is the defending champs. Boy, bless them, man. And they always order too much. So there's plenty left. Plenty left. So we look forward to them coming to town. But I think, change the subject seriously now, KPJ is going to bet on himself and not sign an extension now. Unless the Rockets give him an offer like that he gave Tyler Hero, something like that. But I think he's going to bet on himself and then work on getting that deal done in the summer. So Sandoval, is it done? Is game 3 over? So let chime in on that. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on some of the stuff here, but so scraps, Brandon. It's not scraps because the post game meals are delivered post game. Oh yeah, they come on time. They're still hot. Oh yeah, they're very warm, heated, ready to go. It's never. Oh yeah, this is not stale stuff. This is not the pregame stuff. This is legit stuff. When the Warriors come to town, their meals are delivered. Their post game meals are delivered like middle of the fourth quarter, something like that. It's primo, man, primo, just primo stuff, man. But that's the team, me and y'all. Okay, that's the team, me and y'all. So, and every so often, the Spurs have been known to, every so often. So, just saying. One of the perks of hanging around doing late post game stuff for writing and things like that. But then again, then somebody messed it up and they ruined it for everybody. And so we'll see if that happens this season at all. Because toward the end of last year, that stuff was cut out. They messed it up for us. So Brandon says no Tyler Hero money for KPJ. Okay, Brandon, what if Scoot has a sensational season this season, 2022, 2023. And the numbers he puts up warrant big time money, Tyler Hero money next summer. Are you good with it then? So that's the chance the Rockets are taking. Or maybe, the Rockets may have a number in mind right now. And Scoot says, I think I'm worth more. So I think that may be him betting on himself. When the Rockets would be like, well, we'll see you in the summer. So are y'all good with that? Because, I think the range right now he's looking at probably from the Rockets is, this is me talking, it's probably 11 to 14 mil a year right now, maybe 10 to 13, in that range. And he may think that's not enough. So I see the Astros won, they swept, won in 18 innings. Boy, the Mariners got to think, boy, we're that close. And still got swept. That's how it works sometimes, how it rolls. So now the Astros move on to the ALCS for the 6th straight season. How about that? Well, remember when the Astros sucked for a lot of years and were just the bottom of the barrel in baseball? Remember those days? What qualifies as sensational for KPJ? You tell me, Brandon. What if Scoot puts up, high end? What if Scoot's an all-star? What if he puts up all-star numbers? What if he puts up better numbers than Jalen Green? What if Scoot goes 20 and 9, 20 points, 9 assists, and 6 boards? What if he does that? It's a chance the Rockets take if they don't agree to his numbers now. But they'll have cap room next summer. I mean, Rockets going to have the most cap room, available cap space next summer. So it's just a question of what they think is a fair offer. So unlike that anonymous NBA scout, I think KPJ can put up numbers. 29, I don't know about that. I'm more like 17 and 8, 17, 8 and 5, That's still damn good, so because I think Jalen's going to lead the team in scoring, and then Scoot will lead the team in assists. So but let's just say whatever numbers, he's an all-star. He earns a spot on the all-star team. Then what? What is his salary demand? What do you think Scoot would want next summer? So it's a chance that the Rockets, but in that case, a great Scoot, an all-star Scoot is better for the franchise. So, hey, it could work out either way for the Rockets in the long term. Well, in the near long term, the next 5 years. So we'll see. that's a chance they take. And I think Scoot's going to bet on himself. And it's worked out for some players and some players it hasn't. So we'll see how it all plays out. All right, let me see. Brandon, you say you're fine with $12 million a year. I think the Rockets would be good with that. I don't believe Scoot will take that right now. Mike Will, how are you? Thank you very much. Mike, I'm sorry, man. I started at 9 o'clock instead of 9:30. Trying to get out a little early so I can watch some boxing. So, I think the Rockets will be good with $12 million a year to KPJ. I don't think Scoot wants. I think Scoot wants more. So, next summer, it'll be a good problem to have. If he's worthy of it, hey. Okay, so, all right. Like I said, I don't think he will be an all-star, but that's on the high end. That's a big if. But if he is 17 and 8 next year, next summer, excuse me, I think he'll be 18 to 20 million per. So it's on him to show it. It's on him to prove it this season. And that's why he's going to, I think, bet on himself. And the Rockets, like I said, the Rockets will be good with that. If KPJ is consistent for a full season to go along with the end of last season, that's what they want to see. Because, I'm impressed with KPJ being mature. He's in a better place mentally. All that is great right now. He has to maintain that throughout the season and not take detours and take steps back in his development as a person and as a player. So he still has to do that. He's made steps and strides forward. He's just got to keep doing it, keep maintaining that. So for the folks who are joining us now, I'm going to pull this up again, and just before I read it, I think the first part of what you're going to see is referring to Christian Wood. So here we go. This is an anonymous scout. Sports Illustrated put it out, 2 days ago? A anonymous scout gave his thoughts on the Rockets, their name Western Conference preview. And this is what the scout said about the Rockets. The Rockets are going to stink again. Their spacing was horrendous last season. Their willingness to pass was terrible. Their defense stunk. That's C. Wood. That's C. Wood, right? Jabari Smith Jr. can help defensively right away. We agree. On offense, he has a high release that makes his shot impossible to get to. If he starts making them, he could surprise people early. Whew. If I were them, I'd get Kevin Porter Jr. out of there and say, hey, Jalen Green and Smith, we're going to roll with you guys. Hey, Steven Silas, your job as coach is to make those two guys better. Then we're going to get a top 5 pick again next year. And then we're going to say, these are our 3 guys, end quote. The Rockets could win 30 games and be around that 5th, 6th spot in the lottery. So, does Luke and KPJ fight often? No. John is just very demanding. Very, very demanding. Yeah, Brandon, that was last season to me. The first part of that was Christian Wood. I think, and I'm being hard on Christian Wood, but hey. So, but Luke is very demanding because he expects a lot out of Jalen and a lot out of Jabari and a lot out of Scoot. So I think it's taken the young guys a while to get used to Luke's tough love. And I think they're better for it now because of it. This is going forward. I'm not looking back. So for Mike, if you're still with us, Rockets' first 3 games of the season, starting with the Hawks next Wednesday. Hawks in Atlanta, home for the Grizz, then at Milwaukee on Saturday. So Wednesday, Hawks. Friday, Grizz. Saturday, Bucks. Mike Will, what do you say? Give me your predictions those first 3 games. 0-3, 1-2, 2-1, 3-0. Thoughts on Garuba? Rambo, thank you. That's a new name. Today. Oos, I think Oos is better as a 4 than a 5. That's my thoughts on that. I think he's just better for him. He's better fit as a 4. He's more comfortable as a 4 and not a small ball 5. I just don't see it like that. I think Oos is a better defender. He still has good feet, good footwork. He just plays still defense with his hands too much. So that's a problem. But yes, Luke is very old school. So, and I haven't seen, I forgot the person's name, on tonight's show, I haven't seen a person chime in about wanting the Rockets to tank for Wemby. Rockets are too good to tank. They're too talented to tank. They may not, they're going to win games because there are teams worse than them. First, just flat out worse. Gruber he's not a 3-point shooter. Okay, let's just be clear. He's not. He's working on it. He's just not. It's not there right now. So he should just really, to me, focus on rebounding and defense, and then score on putbacks. Just do that for now. So that's my take on that in a nutshell for him. Just focus on the little things first. Swagger D, I'm going to try to be consistent in this. The Rockets will be better than the Spurs. Will be better than Utah, the Pacers, OKC. That's 4 right there. And they could have a better record than Detroit and Orlando. So that's 6. Right there, that makes them 7th. So they won't have one of the 3 worst records in the NBA. They better not. I said that. I said what I said right there. Yeah, they better not. Too much talent. Sandoval, I don't know. I think Portland is coming back to the Rockets. And a little bit the Rockets are getting closer to Portland. So I'm not going to say the Rockets will be better than the Blazers, but they'll be close. But yeah, the Rockets just have too much talent. And there are too many other teams that will be worse than the Rockets and trying to lose. They're going to be, I'm certain, soon this season, we're going to see 3 teams really, really, really trying to lose. Okay. Wanting to get one of those 3 worst records in the NBA. So, but okay, 2-1. So that's fair. 2-1. I'm not going that high. I'm going to say, I'm going 1-2 or 0-3. I'm leaning more to 1-2. 0-3 would not shock me to start the season, even though I think the Rockets will play well in these first 3 games. I think these first 3 teams are better than the Rockets. It might take the Hawks longer to click, but I think they're going to be better than the Rockets this season. How long have I known Jackson Gatlin? Since Jackson was at the Daily Cougar at Houston. The Hornets. I think the Hornets are going to suck too. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I've known Jackson. So how long is that? He was at UH. See, Andy Yanez is out of school 2 years. Andy was at UH. So wow. Jackson almost 5-6 years, maybe. Yeah, that's wow. That's been a minute then. Wow. But no problem, Quabina. We talked about, I got some updates on the Astros, and my intro to tonight's show was, if you are watching the Astros game, that's fine. I understand. It's all good, man. So thank you, KDC. Yeah. We have no Jackson. Wow. It's been 6 years, 5-6 years. Wow. So, the Rocket media circle in Houston is still kind of small. So from old heads like me and Fagan and Berman, sorry, Jonathan, Scoop, we're old. We're old. We've been doing this a long time. And then Eco, Sarge, Cody Davis, Jackson. Who am I forgetting? Ben Dubose, Salman Ali, Dave at Clutch Fans, and he's now at the Chronicle. I forgot he used to do the Rockets for Sports Illustrated. Him, so it's a pretty small group, and we've seen each other at games for a while. So yeah. Justin, yeah, I saw LiAngelo said he got cut today. Well, that's on them. Yeah. And the Hornets, I think the Hornets, not early in the season, but January, February, if they struggle like many of us think they will early, then I think you'll start seeing them around late January, February. We're going to start seeing some strange lineups from them. And why are they playing him so much? So yeah. Because I think the Hornets might realize this ain't working. Let's try to go for Wemby too. So, is he really? Well, Evan Mobley's brother, he was good in college. Wasn't good as Evan, but he was solid in college. I have not met Bruce Williams. Surprisingly. Go figure. So yeah, Jeffrey, thank you very much. I have not met Bruce. Seen him, obviously I've seen his name, but haven't met him. So, Jackson is Rockets, and he's branched out in the Rockets content that he's providing. And I'm branching out in Cougs coverage with football, Texans, TSU, other parts of H-Town teams as well. And of course, got the men's Final Four in Houston in 2023. So there's a lot. But Swaggy D, yeah, I think there are going to be 3 teams tanking. And then at some point, more teams will be like, we're just not good enough. So let's just try our luck and start losing. So, hey. And this year, I think the fans of those teams will be like, yeah, lose. We want Victor. So, yeah. But really, Clayton, really? Brandon, the first 13 games, 10 of them are on the road. So Rockets, out of the first 13, 10 are on the road. The most in NBA history, according to the Rockets PR. Me and Jerome Solomon are very cool. Yeah. We went to the same high school 10 years apart. Is it right, 10 years? I think it's right. Yeah, about 10 years. We both went to Wall Trip. Yep. We're very cool. So, yeah, it's like I said, sports media in town is pretty small. It's a small sample, small group of us. So, yeah, let me see here. But yeah. So there's not too many local media who I'm not cool with. I won't go into the ones who I'm not cool with. But it's not really hard to tell. Tired minutes to start the season. Where do you see that, JB? About tired minutes going to Garrison Matthews? I don't see that happening at all. Garrison being sick. Tari, yeah, no. If Tari's been go to Garrett, something's wrong. Something's wrong. That should not happen. Okay, Brandon, I commend you and respect you for sticking with that 33 wins. I'm gonna cap out at 29 or 30, but 33. That's close to playing right there. Second half, taking across the league, going to get the Rockets. It's a big start at 37. Could. It could, man. It very well could. 37 is high. That's a lot of wins. 37, that's a lot, man. Yes, when Luke was talking about Tari like as the next Dennis Rodman, yes, it was a Detroit Dennis Rodman. Yes, sir, Brandon. Waltrip High School by Chippy. Yes, yep. SP Waltrip, the last great Waltrip class was class of 1990. Y'all know why? Because that was my class, class of 1990. Yes. Why Citizen, this is all right. No problem at all. If you're watching Astros, it's all good. Not a problem at all. Yeah. Sandoval, I'm in Fifth Ward. I'm waiting. So yeah, I'm Fifth Ward. Get a train horn going by right now. But yes, I started the show with it. I said because at the time I checked my phone right before tonight's show started because I didn't get any updates. I didn't get any updates on my phone notifications. I did not realize the Astros and Mariners at that time were in the 17th inning. So when the show started, I said, if you are an Astros fan / Rockets fan and you're still watching Astros, I understand. It's all good. So no problem at all. We're going to do more of these Let's Talk Houston Rockets throughout this season. So not a problem. I understand. And then I got updates throughout this show that the Astros won in 18 and they're to sweep the Mariners and they're going to their 6th straight ALCS. Congratulations. That is a hell of an accomplishment, folks. So salute to them. But yes, the dirty nickel. Yes. Fifth Ward. Yes. That is where I am right now. Yep. So why Citizens, as we wind it down, to give me your predictions for the Rockets these first 3 games of the regular season. First up in Atlanta on Wednesday, Friday at home versus the Grizz, then Saturday on the road against the Bucks. What do you say? Yes, I saw the news about Deke and his brain tumor. I hope that he gets a cure. Like the treatment works and gets rid of the tumor. I'm wondering, the pessimist part of me is wondering why the league sent out a statement today. Does that indicate Deke's health is worse off than we thought? Or not worse, but I mean, just worse off than we know. And they're putting out a statement right now about it. So I hope that's not the case. And just that Deke's family was finally okay with a statement being public, made official. So prayers to Deke, because he was he was fun in H-Town. He was a lot of fun. So I wondered, I never did check if the Rockets, a reason that the Rockets start the season with 10 road games in the first 13 is because there's something going on at Toyota Center these next few weeks, like concerts, a lot of it. I haven't checked. I don't know. Maybe got a lot of events these next few weeks, and that's the reason why they started out on the road so often. Because that is one of my, not the concert part, but one of my concerns with the Rockets being such a young team is that these first 13 games, well, these first 10 road games, if they lose, if they struggle, will it impact their psyche? If they happen to play well but still lose, in those first 10 road games they go 3-7, will they start doubting themselves? So that we're going to see. So we'll see how that plays out. But many of those 10 road games, we're going to have post-game shows here on Let's Talk Houston Rockets on this channel. So just tune in for that. The first Wednesday's game against the Hawks most likely will not be. I want to do a post-game show because I will just be getting back from Big 12 Media Day. And by the time I get here, the game will be almost over. So I won't have any idea what happened in the game. So, but just one game. But other than that, the Bucks game next Saturday for sure. We're going to talk about that game. Post-game show. Rockets win. It'll be a shock. They win, they lose, whatever. We're going to talk about it here on Let's Talk Houston Rockets. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm not sure concert-wise who's coming to town these next few weeks. Maybe it's a lot of folks. Don't know. But yeah. Ooh, this is a new name. Video. That's a new name. Where? Yeah, I like that name. I can't pronounce it, but I like it. Yeah, maybe the NBA wants the Rockets to try to get in on the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes with those road games to start the season. We'll see. But I'm ready for the season to start. May go to a few road games myself this season. Try to go to a few road games, college-wise as well also. So we'll see how it all plays out. Tune in tomorrow on Folks Talking Sports. We're going to talk more. We'll talk about the Houston Cougars men's basketball scrimmage today, the red and white that took place today. That show will start tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. I got a few things to share about what I saw today and the folks I saw and the youngsters who were in the building to watch the scrimmage. So tune in tomorrow for that. The talent pipeline for the Cougs is growing. It looks like it will continue. So with the Rockets getting better, upgrading their talent, the Cougs men's basketball team, I think the same for them. So basketball in H-Town is going to be a lot of fun the next few years. A lot of fun. And Jarris Walker is confident and he is talented. So he is very talented. Very, very talented. So if you love basketball and you love H-Town hoops, you got a lot to love here in Houston the next few seasons. Just saying. Okay. So we shall see. The Rockets, I mean, the talent levels is there. Oh, Solo, I'm not sure about that yet. I'm still leaning toward Mobley on that one. You know, I'm going to go with the tall guy more than the big guy. It's the small guy. So that's just me. But a lot of fun, as always, to talk basketball with you guys. Thank you very much. Next Saturday's show, because Rockets Bucks starts at 7, so as long as the game does not go into overtime, this show should start around 10 o'clock, roughly, next Saturday. So just tune in. We're going to talk Rockets, do a little post-game show. Talking Rockets and Bucks. Yeah, Tony, notice I didn't say football. So not even going to get into that. But yeah, we're going to talk. Tony, I'll see you tomorrow in the comment section for Folks Talking Sports. So Brandon, Mike Will, 10 p.m. next Saturday. That's tentative. 10 p.m. as long as the game is not going overtime. But next Saturday, tune in for that. And as always, I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your schedules, your lives, to chop it up with me until next Saturday. Or if you're going to tune in tomorrow, see you tomorrow. Take care. Peace.